So moving on to part 2 now, where we're looking at actually reading your text. So this is what you need to be doing when you are first kind of exposing yourself to your HSC, I say HSC is in year 11 and 12, but I guess I'll say prelim text. Firstly, you want to read the text for the first time, okay, or watch it for the first time. I'm going to say that every time because every year I get comments that say, what if my text is a movie? Read or watch your text, okay, for the first time. Not passively, and so by that I mean not like, I'm on my phone scrolling TikTok, looking at the latest tea while, the movie's in the background and I'm kind of just listening. No, actually read it, watch it, and kind of make key notes or passages to analyze later. Brainstorm key ideas as you're reading it. Note the formal features, so the macro techniques, right? The structural elements of the text. And analyze any extremely obvious or recurring themes. Something that I would recommend, and something I still do, a habit I still have when I read text, and I can prove this to you guys, is I have a bunch of these different tabs. And so, why am I showing you this? Well, something that I did in year 11 and year 12 when I was reading a text is I had a certain tab as a certain color. And at the beginning of my text, like on the front page, let's say I was reading a novel, I would put context equals pink. Ideas relating to this theme is kind of like a minty green. More of a fluoro green relates to ideas about this theme. And then ideas about this theme is orange. And then as I would go through, I would, every time I see something that I could talk about for context, put down the pink. Anytime I would see something about the particular theme that I identified in the beginning, I put down this. Why? One, because it's not that hard to do that, but it will especially help you later on when you're actually starting to develop your arguments. You can go through, flick at pink. Oh, yep, that was talking about context. Oh, okay, I can use it for this argument. All right, I need evidence for this argument. Let me flick through. Oh, yep, there's that mint green. All right, I'm going to use it. I know that was a little bit random, but it was something that I can definitely say helped me, and that's what you want to be doing. Something like that, okay? I'm not saying go out and buy some like little post-it notes, but a version of that is something that you want to have. Okay, the second time that you revisit your text, you want to look at key sections to find more quotes and start to analyze, okay? So if you're someone that wants to follow a kind of similar method to what I just showed you, after you read your text and you've went and annotated with all those little tabs, I would go back to those tabs and start to maybe jot down the quotes on a page and start to jot down, all right, what might the composer actually have been trying to say when they said this? What was the intended effect, and what is the actual audience effect? So that's what I mean by revisit. Then I would read it a second time to find the most significant quotes and passages that you missed out on the first read. So that will most likely be during class discussion. Oftentimes your teacher will give you a certain passage and will say, all right, let's discuss this. And that will likely maybe be something that you haven't focused on. Maybe you have, but I can guarantee you'll look at some stuff that you haven't looked at on your own. And it will kind of expose you to new ideas that you can use to form arguments.